What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Rusty Buckets of the $2 Sports Show here. I got my guy Kenny Stubblefield, producer extraordinaire, and Anthony Sane already calling 12 here on the show. What's going on, fellas?
My God, what's going on, man? Not only am I calling 12, I called the 12 was behind a conspiracy theory spearheaded by Nike, man. Y'all just think I just be saying shit, but I was just saying shit. Yeah. I had no intel. I had absolutely no intel, but I did have a gut feeling that Nike was behind all this shit y'all had going on and had a shoe coming. I was thinking colorway, a new colorway or a line of colorways is about to drop because they've been kind of slow dripping the Ja 2. There hasn't been a lot of colors dropped in the Ja 2, but Nike said, fuck it, because y'all been rocking with us. I got a Ja 3 for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came with the whole shout out to LeBron.
So they're coming out with the Ja 2 scratches soon, right?
Like, right,
So are those Ja 2 scratch? You think they're done with the colorways on Ja 2s?
I don't think so. I think they're going to drop a lot of them in the next few weeks. I think the Ja 3 is coming out. Man, it's crazy because once this dropped, I went on YouTube and just looked up Ja 3 to see what people were saying about it. Yeah. There was a guy who had in November, he had like prototype images of the shoe out. Or the shoe that we saw yesterday, he had a prototype of that already out. He was saying, I think it's coming out in July with the item, with the product code and everything. Right. He said, I think it's coming out in July. And he said, basically, Nike is kind of resetting Ja's timeline because they stressed out. I know this ain't what y'all got on here for. They stressed out the Ja 1 timeline because of Ja's injuries and stuff last year.
Right.
So the Ja 2 came out later than when it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out this time last year. So now they're speeding up the Ja 3 to maybe come out, as a summer shoe as opposed to a fall shoe like the Ja 2 was. Hey, but anyway.
How many Ja 2 colorways do they have out right now?
I know it's 7 on Nike right now, but I want to say they dropped maybe 12 altogether. Maybe I think maybe 12 public release.
I keep hoping they're going to drop that white and pink one that he's been wearing that he wore in the playing games. Man. I know those are PEs, but those are the coldest ones outside of the scratches that are coming out. Those white and pink ones I'd buy tomorrow.
It's another one that's a PE that's clean too. I can't remember which one it was, but he's had. It's crazy because I saw the Ja 1. It was like, oh man, the Ja 1 clean. Then the Ja 2 came. Oh, the Ja 2 killing the Ja 1. Man, that Ja 3 nasty.
Ooh, those look so good. We got a new logo. We got a new look.
Those are nasty. It looked like an Air Max and a Deion Sanders jump. Deion Sanders, mixed together. But that ain't what y'all came on here for, man.
No, it ain't. It ain't at all. Thank y'all for joining us. If you are here, we are Bluff City Media. Thanks for hanging out. If you're here on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on. We got Sandwich here on with us already. But if you are at church with Gigi Jackson this morning, send us the video of the drum solo because we know that's the personal reason he's out today, right?
It's bad, man, when your mama tell you, boy, now you on rotation to play drums this weekend is Easter Sunday.
You out the Grizzlies rotation, but still in the drum rotation.
Mama. Gigi was like, Mama, goddamn, boy, what? Oh, goddamn, anybody. I was saying, goddamn's anybody that don't accept his son is their Lord and Savior today.
She called up. She said, get your scrawny ass back to South Carolina. Get in church with me this morning. We got your pastel suit ready. You ain't playing anyway.
6'9" in a pastel suit. It's got 15 dress suit on.
He gonna be looking like those car dealership, those wind socks that are flopping around everywhere with their bright colors.
For sure.
But thank y'all for being here. We got a big game tonight. The three of us were hanging out the other night watching us clinch the playoff berth with a big win over Dallas. We were talking a little bit in the green room before the show. Saint, I'll start with you. What did you see in that Dallas game that helped us get that win besides Dallas being sorry? Did we do something different or was it Dallas just that sorry?
The two things that had to happen happened. You had a good game from Josh setting the tone early. You knew you were going to have a productive game from Desmond Bain. But you had to have Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey show up in this game. Yeah. And Anthony Davis had a crazy game. Anthony Davis had like 40 points, I believe, in that game. 30-something, 40 points, something like that. But in totality, the Grizzlies' bigs outplayed Dallas' bigs. That wasn't on my bingo card. Like, I think people expected the Dallas' bigs to kind of outduel us. In total, we outdueled them and we outdueled them well. Jaren had a huge game. I want to say Jaren's like 4 or 5 from 3, 7 rebounds. I want to say he finished with like 24 points, something like that. Yep. Edey was great. Edey went off that game as well. I want to say he's averaging a double-double. Has to be averaging a double-double in the playoffs so far. I think he's averaging maybe 12 and 12, maybe somewhere around.
I believe it is 12 and 12 because he finished the other night with 15 and 11. I mean, he's finally being the guy that you and I knew he was all along.
Yeah, from when they picked him in 9, I was excited about what Zach Edey could be, and it's just. I hate to beat this dead horse, man, but I really don't know how much how much damage Taylor Jenkins did to this team as far as just the overall psyche of things, man. Like we've been talking about. Look at John Morant now, bro. It's compared to who John Morant was mentally, even 2 or 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? You're getting a totally different version of John Morant. Zach Edey has really been doing his thing the last few games. Struggled offensively against Golden State. That had to have been. It's crazy because you have a guy who you're kind of handling him weird the entire season, like hard to play him, not starting him, DNPs, all those type of things. A guy that they were playing like he was a bench player. Then 9 games into the season, you start starting him. Then all of a sudden, oh crap, I got a real game where the Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest franchises of all time, is playing, an elimination type game. But to see him catching on, we joke about Zach Edey being a computer. That's something we joked about in the beginning of the season, Kenny. And I think we're seeing that type of stuff now where he's downloading new to the iOS and learning things on the fly. But I think it's good for him. And that's why I'm glad we're in the playoffs, man, because it's good for guys like Zach who need that playoff experience for sure.
No doubt, man. That 14th pick can take a freaking hike. And if you wanted that 14th pick and us to lose, man, I don't know what to tell you, Kenny.
Yeah,
we got good run from Zach Edey at the end of last year, and then he got shut down, like Sane was saying. Like, talk about kind of like what does that do to a guy's development and psyche? I mean, we saw it, right? Lack of confidence, but what does that meant for Zach Edey and his development?
The way that he was coached earlier on, or right now, like what he's doing right now.
So how he was coached and what he's doing now. What's kind of the difference there, man?
Man, I think the beauty of it is you're putting him in comfortable positions that he knows how to play, right? Like you're not asking him to do things that he's not used to doing. He talked about it even in like we saw the quote. I don't know. Did we ever see the video of the quote when he talked about what his role with the team was when he was a cutter and in the dunker spot and kind of like all that kind of stuff? We saw that and we read it and we were like, what are we doing with the 7'5" monster, putting him in a cutter's role and a dunker spot? Like what? But then you see immediately after Tomas Isolo came on board, he said, man, I'm back to doing what he said. I can be in the post. I can get the ball in the post and do whatever I want to do. I did that at Purdue, but I am more comfortable in that pick and roll, pick and pop, that type of game. And it's when you, as a rookie, what you're not trying to do is stretch them that quickly, right? Especially when you need them so badly, when you need them on the court, what they do well on the court, you need it. Put them in situations where they're comfortable. And I think you're seeing that with Zach. And Brevin Knight has discussed it numerous times on the night court. And I think we all have at some point, but he's – what's that? Oh, Francis. I thought you were laughing at me. Crazy. But he said what Zach is doing right now, what Brevin says, Zach is not thinking basketball anymore. He's just playing basketball. And you see it. You see it. So
you can see it.
I think it helps his development exponentially. He goes in with confidence, man. Confidence is everything in this game, man.
Yeah,
everything.
For sure.
And you can see he still struggles with that sometimes on the offensive end, right? When he catches the ball, he overthinks it, he dribbles a little bit. But, man, when he's at the rim and he's doing that putback and he's just being a big body for us, man, like that's hard to argue with what Zach Edey brings to this team. And his size finally played in our favor, right? We kind of went small for the Golden State game and tried to keep up with Golden State. We fought back and made it a game competitively late. But we stayed small against Dallas. Dallas had a bigger lineup on the floor. We let Scottie Pippen run, which I'm sure we'll get to him here in a minute. But Zach Edey had his way with those more athletic bigs, and I was sold that he can't keep up with athletic bigs and that he was going to get played off the court because of athletic bigs. And all he did was go up against one of the best athletic bigs in the game in Anthony Davis and completely shut down Derek Lively, who has been a rim protector, athletic, rim-running big, and Zach Edey played him off the floor on Friday night.
And let's not forget, Derek Lively is the guy that a lot of Grizzlies fans looked at and be like, we want that kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we go get Khalil Ware? Why don't we go get – because we want a Derek Lively type of guy. Zach Edey shut him down, right?
Absolutely.
Shut him down completely. Took him completely out of the game.
Yeah, and I love the edge that he plays with, right? Like he got pissed and got that tech late when PJ Washington pushed him in the back. Like that kind of attitude and toughness is what we need on this team, and it's coming in at the right time here in the playoffs. And he's facing a tall task against Isaiah Hartenstein now and Chet Holmgren, who have been, good bigs. Hartenstein bullied him the last time we played him. I do think that's a bit more of a product of the system that we had going more than it was Zach Edey. So I'm excited to see him today facing Hartenstein on the second time with confidence and playing an offense that fits Zach Edey.
Yeah. Another thing, too, one of the things that we've kind of struggled with throughout the season, with Zach Edey is, and it's not really a Zach thing, it's really a Jaren thing. Because when we play teams that are playing one big, right, you've got Jaren guarding some small forward. He's guarding some guy that's a wing. With Chet Holmgren being here, they're going to play two bigs. They're actually going to match up a lot of ways similar to how we match up, except for with Wells being out. Scottie Pippen Jr. probably gets to start tonight. And you're playing basically a point guard on the wing as your wing defender. So you're going to have those troubles there. But as far as the front court, the Jaren, Edey, Holmgren, Ihart matchup is a little bit more what we kind of want to have out there, where Jaren's not having to guard, a wing at power forward. So that's something you definitely have to keep in mind.
You think we go with Scotty today to stay a little bit small and more athletic and don't try to match? Because Oklahoma City's big. They got a lot of size to run out.
But we just don't have size. You know what I mean? With Gigi being unavailable, even if he was here, he wouldn't be playing tonight. Jalen Wells is out, of course. Vince Williams has not answered the bell. You don't really have those wing defenders. You're going to have to pretty much go small. Luke Kennard has not played. Did not play in the last game at all, I don't think. You're not going to start Lamar Stevens. You're very limited as far as wings go because of injuries and things this year. So I think Scottie Pippen Jr. probably definitely gets to start. But you kind of got to manage his minutes a little better too. Even though he gets to start, you got to find a way to get him off the court and let Ja do his thing. Those minutes with him playing with Ja aren't really particularly good minutes. You got to find a way to kind of stagger those two a little bit more, to me, in my opinion.
And that's where guys like Vince are going to have to answer today. Vince is going to have to play some today in order to make that happen.
He's going to have to be good.
He's going to have to be good, and we're going to need Santi to be good because Santi gives us size that we're missing without Gigi and Jalen. And Santi wasn't bad against Dallas. He wasn't bad against Golden State. He had 14 and 8 against Golden State. I can't remember. I'm looking up his stat line now. He had 11 and 4 against Dallas and was a plus 12. So he wasn't a defensive liability like he can sometimes be. But we're going to need somebody else besides Scotty to step up as one of our role players. Jaren has been playing better. What do you think? I mean, do you think he just finally got his head right, head back in the game? Do you think he needed the big stage? Like, what's been the transition with Jaren in that Dallas game that maybe forced his hand to be what we thought he could be or should be all year long, I guess?
I think a big part of it is just seeing Anthony Davis on the other side. You know what I mean? And just realize he's got to get it done, man. Like, as far as I think he's been thinking a lot about these postseason awards, which is the reason why he came back from the ankle injury so fast. And I think he kind of realizes now that that's kind of behind him, and hopefully he can keep this thing going. My guy Frank Green Jr. says that he might have missed it, but what's the keys to today's game, brother? They are not playing. This is not a traditional lock we playing. This is one of them eye scanning devices, bro. Ain't no keys involved to this shit. It ain't looking good, man. They're scanning fingerprints with Oklahoma City, bro. I don't know if there are any actual keys to this game at all. I think it's gonna be a fun series, though, man. I think just go out there, like I said. These guys are a prideful bunch of guys. When people are talking all this stuff about, just lose on purpose and get the 14 pick, it's like, man, no, these dudes just ain't cut that way, bro. These guys need that experience. So, I think that they're going to get up for this game, get up for this series. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm just glad they're here, man. I don't want to be talking about the team where the Grizzlies didn't make the playoffs, and we're talking about under the Klyman Ja era, we've made the playoffs. We made postseason play every year except for last year when we had the nightmare injuries. In our very first season, we made the play in that the first ever makeshift play-in that they had in the bubble, and we've been in postseason basketball every year outside of last year, in the playoffs every year except for that first season in 1920. So you need to keep those type of things alive, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, again, like this is like I don't want to see a world where Ja, Des, and Jaren aren't in the playoffs. Like they belong there. They're playoff players. You get experience for Zach Edey and Pip and some of these guys that are going to be role players. Edey being our starting center. Like you get that experience of bumps and bruises because the same folks that were saying, let's tank and get that 14th pick will be the same bums next year saying we don't have enough playoff experience to beat anybody. Yeah. And so you can't be talking out of both sides of your mouth like that. Right. The Thunder have not played in a week, man. It's been 1 week since the Thunder played. There's a chance like we're fresh, we're loose. We've got some injuries. Ja's banged up. Didn't look the part Friday night, been banged up. But there's a chance we could come out and shock this team in game one just because we're loose and we're warm and they hadn't played in over a week.
Yeah, for sure. I could see something like that as well. It was something I was thinking about back on the whole thing about, it's a fine line, man, because this is what people have to, going back to what we said about the playoffs and like getting into the playoffs, right? You have a team like Sacramento who had this super long stretch of not making it to the playoffs, right? And then they finally make it. And they're lighting the beam. They're excited. And guess what? They're right back out of the playoffs, looking like they're trying to find footing, trying to find what they're going to do. And that's why, like, when I hear Grizzly fans talk about this, that, and the other, I'm like, bro, we really are in a very privileged state. Like, we really are in a blessed situation with the Grizzlies, bro. Like, we never went through these long stretches of time without making the playoffs like some of these organizations have done. You know what I mean? And Sacramento finally made it after all these years, and they right back ass. You know what I mean? It's like, it's over. It's over just like that, man. It's literally over just like that. And I think we just have to just kind of keep those type of things in perspective, and to have a team who's gone to the playoffs as much as we have. You can't look down on it, man, especially for a team that's only been around 24, going on 25 years.
Especially with this new generation of Grizzlies fans that are out there that have only experienced the good, right?
Right.
The three of us were around when
I was in the pyramid.
We were in the
pyramid.
We were there when Hakeem Warwick played for the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
right. Like, we were there.
I was there when the marketing campaign wasn't these three dudes. It was a dudes on the other team. I remember when the Grizzlies would market who we were playing against. It's the draw. Like, come see Jason Kidd in your city. Like, it wasn't about the Grizzlies players at all. I remember that.
We came over one fall to do some schools like clothes shopping. My mom, my brother, and I, we stopped and got gas, and they were giving away Grizzly tickets at the gas station, trying to get people to go because nobody would come to the pyramid. So we went, and we're way up top. About midway through the second quarter, we're at the lower bowl, like 10 rows from the floor, because nobody said anything and nobody was there. Mm-hmm. I've still got, my nephew has it now, my reversible Bryant Reeves jersey. And we are very, like, these new age fans are very fortunate. They didn't have to struggle through those years. But like you said, we're at 30 years, a whole as a franchise, 24 going on 25 here in Memphis. And there's never been a long stretch. Loser mentalities are hard to shake. You see it with Charlotte, with Sacramento. You see it with Utah and these teams that are trying to fail for flag and tank for all these dudes. Washington was good for like the 6 years John Wall was there, and now they're back trash. And so
keep in mind how long Phoenix was bad before this last run when they went to the finals. And they're looking like they're about to be right back ass again. That thing's about to blow up. Yeah. They about to go right back to. We've never, in the 25 years the Grizzlies have been here, we've never had that super long stretch where we didn't make the playoffs. Like that, they just never, it's never been the case, man. And that's why, like, when people talk about, oh, they need to do this and do that and fire this person and they need this, it's like, bro, I am not in this super like championship or bust mentality. I'm very fine with having a team that's going to be a playoff team every year. That's still where your three best players are 25, 26 years old. Like, I know that in that runway, you're going to be a team that's going to stretch out and be in the top, one of the top teams in the West. And I like having a Jalen Wells who's up and coming, a Zach Edey that's up and coming, a Scottie Pippen Jr., a Gigi Jackson. I like having those type of guys on this roster. What are you going to do with Marvin Bagley this summer? I can see him being a nice piece to add for next year. I don't look at this roster looking like we just have to make all these drastic moves. I look at us being a team that still, because, man, you got to think about it. We fell from 2 to 8, right? But there aren't many games difference between us and third. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like maybe 2 games between where we finished, where the Lakers finished. Like, if we had won a few games down the stretch, we would not be talking about this being a wasted year. And you look at, like, the Lakers yesterday lost to Minnesota. We played Minnesota well last week. We played the Lakers well last week. We're just as good as all these teams that are ahead of us in the standings, in my opinion. Except for the Thunder. I don't know where we are with them. We'll see in a couple. We'll see in an hour. About 30 minutes.
We're gonna find out here in a little bit. Yeah. I agree. I think our runway is better than most of the teams that we're with too, right? Because Gobert is aging out. Like, you got Nikola Jokic, who's like he's an older player. Jamal Murray. They got
depending on Russell Westbrook to give big minutes. Yeah,
that's it, man. Like, these teams are aging out, and our championship window is just opening. When you got, and so if we double down on youth, we triple down on youth. Yeah, it's a bummer in the short term, but that's going to pay dividends. We're a contender for years and years and years, and would have been better this year if it hadn't been for some coaching malpractice by that Bobby Hill looking mug who used to stand on the sideline, and his pettiness towards Zach Edey, for sure.
Right, and I say this all the time, man. We'll talk more about the game. I'm just getting my shit off, but like, if because people kind of like pencil me as being a guy who's like, oh, Sane's defending Kleiman, or Sane's the only one who sees good in this. Like, yeah, bro, you should see good in this. Like, the fact that Zach Edey looks this good now, it should make you excited about next year. You know what I mean? But it's like, you look at, I throw this example out all the time. You look at the Phoenix Suns, who went to the NBA Finals with pretty much a young team plus Chris Paul, right? If they had not screwed with that team at all, that team would be very good right now, bro.
Good.
You're talking about a team that would have had Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and DeAndre Ayton would have been your starting lineup. That team would have been good this entire run through the West, bro. And it's like, how do I know Jalen Wells ain't Mikal Bridges? How do I know that Gigi Jackson ain't Cam Johnson? You know, I mean, how do I know that Zach Edey is not way better than going to be way better than what DeAndre Ayton is? And it's like you have to constantly make your team better, but you have to be wise, man. You just can't. We've seen a lot of teams go all in or just make one dumb move that just throws off the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, like for instance, the Sacramento Kings. I'm like, that's not really a good example, but there's a lot of teams that have just made little small moves and it screwed up the whole thing.
Shout out
that happens too.
Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
Yes, right? It's just so dumb. Like it was so dumb.
And so who's to say that we wouldn't do the same thing just because you get a big name in doesn't mean it's not going to screw up this culture and chemistry that we have going. And again, like youth doesn't win in the playoffs until it does, right? And Oklahoma City's a young team just like us. They don't have a lot of playoff experience, bumps and bruises. And so I don't understand why we didn't even want to take a shot because I'm old enough also to remember when an 8-seeded Grizzlies upset a Spurs team with 3 future Hall of Famers. Right. And had no business being in that series, right? And we bodied them, absolutely bodied them.
And just like Ja took that little mid-range fall away shot and came down and hurt his ankle. Same thing can happen to SGA and them fat ass Converse shoes he wearing. It can happen, bro. It can happen to anybody. Yeah. And something about Oklahoma City, they've been very fortunate when it comes down to injuries. Right. And SGA, this year. So yeah, you never turn down the opportunity to get into the playoffs, man. And this is a team that the Grizzlies feel a way about, man. This is the team that was little brother. We 73 pointed them a few years ago. A team that, when we were down with the injuries, took our swag. They're annoying as hell. Yep. Everybody loves these dudes.
But let's not forget. Go ahead. Let's not forget, Ant. Grizzlies had some major battles with OKC back in the day with Russell Westbrook, James Harden.
Totally different team. Like these guys don't care about that, but still.
If Zebo doesn't get suspended, we bounce that Kevin Durant MVP team in the first round and make a deep run in the playoffs. But Zebo got suspended the same night LeBron got punched in the face because Adam Silver didn't want his MVP going home in the first round to the lowly Grizzlies. But there have been some I was talking about that yesterday when that hot mic picked up Zebo telling K. Kendrick, I'll beat your ass at the free throw line. Like, we hate this team, man.
But you know what? It's crazy because the NBA also don't give a damn about the Oklahoma City Thunder because they got them playing the noon game today. And they sent Luka to the Lakers because they didn't trust Oklahoma City going forward as being the best team in the NBA or the best team in the West. So, yeah. But, the Grizzlies feel a way about this team, right? So I can see them really getting up for this game, playing out of their minds. And if you mess around and win this first game, man, you're talking about it's a series for sure. It's going down.
No doubt.
And you can get this.
So we got some Thunder fans in the chat today. As an OKC fan, I hope this series sparks up that Memphis rivalry they have with Zebo, Gasol, Conley, KD, and Russ. Those series were intense. We've talked about rivalries in the past. Anthony, you love to talk about rivalries.
I love talking about young rivalries, bro.
Do you think that this series could potentially bring that bridge that gap that OKC's created over the last couple of years?
I think it's already been there. I think we just ain't been able to answer the bell. We've been so messed up with injuries the last few years. We haven't. I think they have legit beef with this team, and I think it's been that way for a long time. Iceberg Slim, I got a question for you. Why are y'all still wearing the same ugly ass jerseys y'all were wearing back when we were playing y'all had KD? Bro, Oklahoma City, they are too good of a team to have trash uniforms. I mean, absolute ass, color schemes and everything. As a fan of the Grizzlies, I feel a way that y'all aren't. Y'all logo ass.
And then you put that ugly Loves logo on there too. It just makes it even worse, man. The black jerseys are hideous. Like nothing about their look is good.
Thunder, I think they had one jersey that was kind of clean to me, if I'm not mistaken. But most of this shit is ass. I want your honest opinion. Like, what do you think about you guys branding? This is ass.
Even their Christmas jerseys back in the day. Was that highlighter orange or something like that? I was like, what is going on here?
Adam Silver messed up the NBA. There are some young teams with some runways that are going to be rivals. Us, the Thunder, the Spurs. Like, these teams are young with some up-and-coming superstars. We just got to get healthy. Like, if we can get healthy and stay healthy, we're right there in the mix with some of these teams. Spurs on the come up. The Thunder, obviously, a step ahead. The Rockets are really young and playing good. The Western Conference is going to be good for a long time. So, going back to our earlier conversation, I'm not going to be eager to run out and mess that up this summer.
Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. I think it's going to be – now, I can see – now, this is what I would like to see on this team, right? I would like to see us get another wing. I'm going to be real. And this is what a perfect summer would look like to me, right? A perfect summer, in my opinion, is Gigi Jackson coming in ready as shit. Or like them betting on Gigi. Because you kind of got – if you're going to roll with Gigi, you kind of got to bet on him now. Because what I'm saying is I'm at the point where I'm like, fuck Santi, man. Like, I would trade the shit out of Santi, whatever. Edward the Fourth said a good name, Kuminga. That's really what I'm saying. I would, if I could turn Santi into Kuminga, have Kuminga be like a 3-4 on my team, start at the 3, and play up, down, whatever, and make Wells be a 3-2, I would get what's the name hell off this team too, Luke Kennard. I would let Wells be my 3-2 or whatever.
Yeah,
go get a. I would like a vet wing on this team. I don't know who that would be. I heard y'all talking about Herb Jones.
that's my guy. That's who I want.
I think it's more of a pipe dream than anything. I don't see why Joe Dumars or any GM would feel like he's not a piece you would want to take to whatever your next version looks like. But if you want to go get a guy that can be a wing defender, because that's the thing about this lineup, man. We have to ask serious questions about how this team is structured going forward for the next 5 years or through the peak of these guys, like their prime. Because the fact that neither one of your guards can guard anybody's guard, that's a problem, bro. Like that's not how the NBA is set up these days. You're usually playing with one scoring guard and other guys. Your shooting guard typically is a 3-and-D guy, and your wing might be another 3-and-D guy or a guy that's a scorer. It's typically not 2 scoring guards who can't guard nobody in your backcourt. That's something, and it makes it where you have to have, in a perfect world, Scottie Pippen Jr. could start in these playoff games and be a good ass defender because the wing is a good defender too. But now, but since you got John and Dez, the other guys got to be able to defend. So.
I want to give some credit where credit's due, though. According to NBA stat defender, Desmond has stepped up defensively this year quite a bit. Like, it's his best defensive season. He's getting better. Yeah, he's still not a plus defender, but he's been better. But to me, that's why Herb Jones makes sense. If Dumars is truly in rebuild mode down there and they want to get some picks, they want to move. They've been big on Santi before. It's coming out like smoke is that they're going to move Zion as well. If you can get Santi and some picks and go get Herb Jones, and then, like you said, Wells is at 2-3. You got Herb playing that 3. He could be a stretch 4, like
and
instantly better.
Gigi could be your reserve 4-3.
And he can be
let him do what Santi is.
That's it.
Yeah,
he could be that scoring threat. Be that scoring threat. Herb Jones and Jalen Wells on the floor together could be your defensive stoppers.
Yeah. Well, I'm praying for Gigi right now. I know he at church, on the way to church. He's probably rocking a drum solo right now. It's crazy that I honestly do believe that Gigi is out for personal reasons. Easter Sunday.
1,000% that's where he's at right now.
Resurrection Sunday obligations. He said, Mr. What did he call Zach Kleiman? Mr. He said his last name wrong.
Yeah. What did he say? Because he kept saying in that
Kramer or something, was it?
Kramer or was it something like that?
But anyway, man, I gotta play drums at church Sunday.
What did he call Anthony Carter last year?
I don't know. That man's just bad with names. He's like me. Probably why I pulled from somewhere.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's get to this game real quick. What do y'all? I know we talked about. Someone was asking about.
Hold on. Before we say that, my guy E. Mays, I gotta rock with him. I like what he said right here too. I've been noticing this too, my guy. I've been thinking the same shit. Hold on, Kenny, real quick.
I got you.
My guy E. Mason says Isolo was head coach and GM for his Euro teams. Remember, they had a very limited budget for him to work with as well. He said, I heard him say POA defender is extremely important. I bet they go for Herb Jones. If I were the Grizzlies, man, I would pull out all my analytics, calculators, all that type of stuff, and go find some just hidden gem like defenders, like a Najee Marshall was for Dallas this year, right? Just try to find some guys who just to have those an abundance of wing defenders, because we don't have any at this point with the way things are going. That's what I would go after this summer, if anything, for sure. But yeah, go ahead, Kenny, what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying about this game tonight. We or this afternoon. They were asking about some of the keys of the game. Who has to be amazing today for the Grizzlies to win this game?
Oh, Ja, for sure.
Yeah. We haven't seen Ja really have a good game against this team all year, because they haven't played OKC when Ja's kind of that fog has been lifted, full strength. Ja. Let me ask you this, Rusty. Ask Dr. Bucket's time. What has his last couple of days looked like, you think, in terms of rehab, recovery, all that kind of stuff?
Lots of rest, lots of compression boots, lots of tape, Toradol, like whatever they can give that's within the NBA guidelines. Like, there's a lot of recovery going on for Ja right now, because he played his ass off Friday night and played big minutes, played a lot of minutes. And so if I'm Memphis, he's in a wheelchair anywhere he goes, let an ankle rest, trying to let it recover so he can be 100%. Though it didn't look just slow him down hardly at all. Like I told you on Friday night, I bet that thing yesterday was as big as a basketball. He's going to come out. He'll be taped up. I'm sure, again, compression boots probably in him right now in the locker room. Speaking of, shout out Chris Ingram. Hop in, man. Come join us, man. Come roll through.
Hey, man. Comment and shit. Pop your ass in there, man.
Get in here, man. But listen, Doing It Dodson, NBA scout on Twitter, Doing It Dodson, DODSON, says he just left the Grizzlies locker room. Never seen them as relaxed or engaged. Groups talking schemes. Santi lay back and lose. Few other players go over court strategy, stop SGA. And then Jalen Wells trying to open snack packs with one hand, getting laughs. So this team feels like they're kind of relaxed, and that's a dangerous team, man. A dangerous team is a team that doesn't belong there, right? That has no idea, that's not supposed to be there and no chance of winning. That's a dangerous team because then you can go play fast and play loose. And what you were saying, let Ja be Ja. Let him go crazy because he's full strength relatively with that ankle. Mentally, he seems to be full strength. Our team is the healthiest it's been, minus Brandon Clark, that we've played Oklahoma City all year because we have not played them with our full guys, right? We've had big pieces missing parts.
Well, they ain't either, but
I mean, but let it be job, man.
Hey, I just like I said, like you said, man, just go have fun tonight. Go have fun in the series. If you get swept, hey, let it light a fire until you make you want to bust somebody's ass. Let Gigi sit there and watch this shit for the sideline looking crazy and soak this shit up and see what real basketball looks like. My guy Austin Moore says, Jaren too, man. Jaren, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jaren needs to, of the four bigs, Jaren needs to look like the best big out here. He cannot let Chet Holmgren school him. Like that.
I was about to say, I want him to go bust chest ass.
Man,
we were talking about that earlier. He missed that last time we played in the regular season with his ankle. Like, I want to see him in that first possession go through Chet's chest for a lay-in and let him know that it's going to be a long afternoon for that little gangly langly dude, man. He ain't got nothing on Jaren.
Right.
Nothing.
My guy Austin Moore says, I don't want to have to depend on Gigi. I don't know what that means. Like, he's going to be a dude coming off your bench next year. He's a 6'9" athletic, 21-year-old wing, power forward, small forward.
I mean, hey, we got to stop. We got to stop capping.
I don't know what that means
at 21 years old.
I don't know what that means. I don't
I
want
refuse.
He's gonna be a bench player. Like, I don't know what you just. He's got to play a role. That's the thing. He got to learn how to play a role, though, bro. He does have to learn how to play a role. Like that's all on Gigi, and he's got to not break his foot this summer.
And maybe having a coach in place who gives roles and sticks to those roles and says, this is what you're going to do.
I just let it fly. Let that bitch fly.
I refuse. I will not allow this fan base to be a fan base that reacts and responds the way that Boston fans did when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown had struggles.
And they wanted to break that shit up.
They wanted
every
year.
They wanted to break it up.
We made fun of them. We made fun of them for years about that stuff, right? National media came in. They can't play together. They can't do this. The same conversations are happening about the Grizzlies right now. And I'm telling you, here at Bluff City Media, we do not. We're not with that, bro. We're not with that. Like, that is not how we're not going to fly that way. And I hope that anybody who listens to our shows will not think that way too. These guys are way too young and way too talented. We talked about this the other night. We're talking. All we're doing is talking about how great OKC is, and yes, they are fantastic. They're a phenomenal team. But you got to imagine
they were ass for a long time before they got there.
Right, but you also
this version of the team, man.
You also got to imagine what's OKC thinking in the locker room right now. Going, well, goddamn, dude, like we literally busted everybody's ass. 54 games of double-digit wins.
Fucking,
we got to play Memphis in the first round. Like, where's Sacramento at? Like, where's Dallas? You know, like, what are we doing here?
It's not the first round pass like the one seed normally gets. They got a big Memphis team that's playing more physical, and it's a different team that they prepared for earlier because we ain't got coaching hijinks going on. We're back to being a more normal NBA team, using Zach Edey in a pick and roll type situation, getting Ja downhill to the basket, creating space for him. But I think you got it up here, man. Triple J is the most important player to me today. Ja can go crazy. We need all that, but we need Jaren to do what Jaren does, and that set the table so that we can call 12 in the fourth.
He's got to be big. If he goes crazy this series, it's a series, bro. It's a series.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I'm about to pull some up.
Of the big three, he's the one that's been struggling the most lately. Desmond has been playing out of his mind recently as well. He had 22 and 9 the other night against Dallas, man. He's still assisting, passing the ball when he's not dribbling it off his foot. But, like, I said this the other night on stage, like, I don't understand why when Scottie Pippen Jr. is in the game, why is Dez running point guard? Like, Dez needs to be moving around, getting open shots, and let Pip be that facilitator. Desmond's more of a running back than he is a quarterback.
I'm gonna give y'all something else too. Like we talked about success, not being linear, right? And like progression not being linear with these teams, right? You look at the Denver Nuggets, one of the best teams in the NBA right now, NBA champions in 2023, 24, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic has been with that team since 2015, 16. He did not make the playoffs at all until 2018, 19. So that was 4 years before he made the playoffs at all. Nikola Jokic, best player in the NBA, right? Multi-time MVP, did not make the playoffs at all until 2018, 19. They made the conference semifinals with the second round. The year after that, they went to the conference finals, lost. The year after that, they lost in the second round. Year after that, they lost in the first round. The Denver Nuggets did. The very next year, they won the NBA Finals. That was in year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In year 9, he finally broke through, won the championship. After 4 straight years of going to the playoffs, a couple first round losses. He got a first round loss, 2 second round losses, 1 conference finals loss. Finally made it to the finals. Last year again, lost in the second round. It's not linear, man. It's not like you just get better and better and better, and we lost in the first round. Now we got to lose in the second round. Now we got to make the conference finals. Now we got to go to the finals. Now we got to win. It's not always going to be that way, bro. Your team, your organization is going to have ups and downs, and it's not a linear path at all. So I get it. This season is fucking ugly. It was weird shit happened this year, man. But I just think this team needs a reset. We got to have patience in our young guys. We are gifted to have a Jalen Wells, a Gigi Jackson, a Scottie Pippen Jr., Zach Edey. Those 4 guys plus your core 3 guys. That's 7 good players you got on your team, bro. That that are good players. Like how many teams can say that I got 7? I'm 7 dudes deep that I know are gonna play. GG, huge question marks. I get it. I'm counting GG because I think GG's gonna be fine. Y'all may not count GG. I don't think he forgot how to play basketball.
I absolutely count GG. And the biggest thing is like for all of we've had 2 lost seasons last year and this year, lost to injury. Last year because we lost everybody. This year, I think the biggest thing was Vince and Gigi missing the start of the season and having to get things midstream around, after Christmas. Like it was 2025 before we saw any of them getting significant minutes. And so I'm still all in on Gigi. If you watch our show, 2 Bucks Sports Show, The Daily Grind, like I get hell on those shows all the time because I am still champion Gigi and I think he's got the talent and potential there. He just got robbed by a goofy coach and injuries this year.
Yeah. And then, like with Tomas Islo, right? He came in with 9 games left in the season. There's only so much he can do. I'm sure his focus was, man, let me get John Morant looking back right. This 100%. Other shit I'll figure out over this offseason. And that dude ain't got no life. I can see him this summer in the fucking lab going crazy, trying to figure out how to make Gigi work, how to make Edey work, how to make Jaren fit into this. Those are the things that have to happen over the offseason, how to find a role for everybody on this team. That's something that Taylor Jenkins didn't do, and I think it's something that Tomas Islo couldn't figure out this late into the season. You got to choose your battles when you're taking over a team this late in the season. But I think in the offseason, he'll figure those type of things out.
Is Tomas going to be the adult in the room? Because that's the biggest thing we need is accountability, man. Because we've had X's and O's, and he's a great X's and O's guy. But do you truly think he can be the adult in the room and unlock our big 3?
Yeah, I think he can. I think he's a pretty smart dude. I think he's a basketball mind. I watched that podcast interview that he did with guys where he talked about how he disciplines the team, how he holds guys accountable. And I think the main thing that stuck out to me when he talked about accountability was how he sits the guys in the circle, and he's involved in calling the shit out. He'll say, "Hey, Gigi, you bitching the whole season. You being extremely immature. Like you're being a goofball. We need you to come in and do this." I think doing that in front of the guys and having one of the guys say, "Yeah, Gigi, you have been bullshitting." I think that type of stuff helps, man. I think that's how you get stuff done. It doesn't have to be one-on-one conversations off to the side. I think that when you can call guys out on the carpet in front of each other, I think those type of things help. But
real quick,
go ahead, bro.
No, you got it. Keep going.
No, I just think that I think he's a good coach. I think he'll be fine. It all comes down to his assistants, though. He's gonna have to get some good assistants.
Sure.
Real quick, Grizzlies just announced that Ja Morant is in today. I want to show a picture to y'all, man. Look at this picture real quick. Oh, look at those shoes on the court.
I can't see it. Take the banner down.
Hold on, let me get the banner down. So there's a couple of things that I think is super interesting. Oh, hold on. Let me get that banner down. Boom. Look at that.
And them whole clean.
Oh, that's clean, man. And
Look at that.
You can
SGA,
see the jaw. You can see the jaw on the side. You see
Yep.
it, the J and the A. Oh, clean,
SGA
bro.
is dropping his flat gray shoes today that he's wearing, and Ja
Man,
has
I want to
lapped
see
him
them,
in how
man.
they look. They
Crayola
look
ass,
awful, man. Moon boot
man,
looking shoes.
fat boy slipper ass shoes.
Hold on. There it is.
Clean, bro.
Now, I do have a question. Those shoes look crazy in person, right? Like just crazy on the court. His ankle looks pretty. It ain't looking too heavily wrapped, is it, Rusty?
Yeah, it's not.
Nah, what
It's
he
not.
got going on, bro?
It's not, man. I bet the injections, the compression work. He might have like a low brace that's underneath that sock, but it's not a heavy like air cast like you saw Jaren wearing when he came back. It's definitely more low profile, which tells me maybe it wasn't so bad. It looked bad in the moment, but he was able to kind of play through and loosen up and finish that game. So that's probably just a small ankle brace, man. That gives me hope that we're going to get a normal Ja Morant today.
You ain't lying. All right, hey,
and he had the hoodie on that said "block out the noise," which is going to be a part of that new Ja campaign. Dude,
it's that Nike campaign, man. Nike's smart. Anthony, you called this conspiracy theory.
Hey, bro, I try not to brag, bro. I try not to brag. Brag on me, man. I try not to brag.
Hey, we do have one other person who's going to join the show real quick.
Come on,
yes, sir.
come on.
We got him. Man. He's here.
Come
Chris
on,
Ingram,
let's go.
Host of the No Bluff podcast. What's up,
yes, sir.
big dog?
What's up, fellas? What up? What it do, man? I've been in the comments dealing with the kids and everything on Easter. Y'all know how that go.
Yeah, but when he said 800 around the house and everything, we already know.
Man, Easter basket's gonna go to another one in a little bit.
Know it, bro.
Hey, how likely is it Gigi's playing a drum solo at church right now? Is that why the personal reasons he's out? What do you think?
His personal
Man,
safety.
he's singing a solo right now. Amazing Grace. Singing that.
Listen, man, we've been bullshitting now for about 45 minutes, Chris. What do you think, man? What are the keys for us to get a win today? What Grizz got to do?
They got to play defense. The 3-point defense got to be on lock.
Oh, man, don't even remind me.
That's the key to it. Y'all said it before I came on, and I said it before the season, bro. Like, Jaren is the X factor. He even before he went on his his crazy streak that he did early in the season, I said last summer he is the X factor. Maybe not the main factor, but the X factor. And I still believe that going into the playoffs, if he can just mirror, a second. A 1B or whatever to the other team, give Ja that help that he's gonna need, give Desmond Bain, just that support, and not foul out, bro. He's gonna definitely be key in this series. And then two, them dudes just got to give energy. We saw with the other day when they played in that play-in game against the Mavericks. Yeah, it was a battered, Mavericks team or whatnot, but at the end of the day, like them dudes, when they come out there with energy, that's gonna take them to the next level every single time. And so I'm just excited to see what Dawson said about the locker room being, on just a cool, calm, collected type vibe.
Yeah.
That's what we need. I love to hear that. Everybody just talking about scheme, and it starts from the top, bro. Like I'm still on, got faith, just like y'all do with Coach Isolo. He got them guys settled, and we know if Jenkins was around, sad to say, I don't know if we get this same energy going into a playoff game, man. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen today.
Yeah, man. The energy's got to be there, right? Like, we can't start slow. We started slow against this team in the past, and they blew the doors off of us this year. We got to come out like we did that Mavericks game, getting Ja going downhill, getting pick and roll early with Edie, and get Edie involved early. See what he's got. Let him start bullying and just, like, get into our sets early. You can't play catch up against a team like this. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Man, my guy, Jason Mitchell. Jason, by the way, this is my guy, big-time supporter of everything Bluff City Media does. He would have been at the watch parties. He would have been at everything. Jason had a bad car wreck last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, man.
Geez.
Took my boy off, man. Big time support of everything we do. He says that Scott Van Pelt said it after the Dallas game. This version of what we've seen out of the Grizzlies is not an AC. This series got that 2010, 2011 feel to. Hey, brother, hey, sign me the fuck up, man. Hey,
let's go.
Hey, I hope there's a case.
I'm in.
Man, for sure.
You ain't never lied.
Sign me up for all that, man.
I'm all in for it.
I'm in. Yeah, hey, listen, like, the watch parties were great. Y'all come out. There's some rumblings that there might be more coming, so y'all stay tuned. Bluff City Media is going to come up. Check out all these shows. You got the Anthony Stain Show represented here. No Bluffing. Kenny, our producer. The $2 Sports Show. Y'all come hang with us. We're the fastest growing network in the game. Find us on social medias at BCM Grizzlies on Twitter. Come hang out. We got shows Wednesday, Fridays at lunch, Tuesday, Thursdays at lunch. No Bluff is live on Sunday, drops on Monday. We got Tonight Court, and it's just getting started with the summer getting here. College football's ramping up. We need to be your premier destination for all things Mid-South sports. Come hang with us and see what we got, man. Like, again, come get on the come up with us as we are starting to blow up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. Once again, I'm glad Rusty said that. Thanks to all y'all who came to our watch parties.
Man.
The first one was dope. It was on a road game, so you had a great crowd there. But for the people that came and rocked with us when they could have very easily bought tickets to the game or hung out somewhere downtown closer to the arena around the fans, appreciate y'all for coming with us, man. I cannot think of a better spot in the city of Memphis to watch a game other than Ghost River right now, man. Like, it's so dope, man. That outside patio with the turf and, man, Chris, when you come down, bro, hey, we kicking it, bro. Hey.
You muted, baby.
Look at this man here, man.
His first day. It's his first day.
Mr. Technical difficulties, man.
Hey, I got babies in the background. I don't want to disturb the broadcast. But yeah, when I left last time, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be back, just due to the playing situation. But when them boys got in the other night, I said, oh yeah, we got to make that trip again for sure.
Yeah, man.
Big shout out Bob and Ghost River, man. Big shout out those boys, man. They're awesome, man, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to that whatever that frozen drink is. It had me on my ass.
That bourbon slush. Oh my goodness.
Bourbon slush. Yeah,
man,
that boy had me feeling vulnerable, but that motherfucker, I'm like, hold on.
It was good. That, the cheese curds, and the Memphis Buffalo wings, you cannot go wrong at Ghost River Brewing Company.
Can't go wrong. Can't beat it with a stick.
Man, how y'all get a live whoop that trick performance? Hey, where'd that come from?
That's what I'm telling you. We're on the come up, man. That's what I'm telling you. Bluff City Media did.
We ain't on Hamilton. That man wasn't even at the Grizzly game. He was with us.
He was with us.
Over that trick. What you talking about?
He was at both of our watch parties, man. He knew the spot in Memphis, 827 South Main Street. They're doing a watch party today. Go support them guys, man. They've been good to us. We love us some Ghost River Brewing Company for sure.
Yeah, man, for sure. Go get you something. Are they open today? I thought they said they were closed. They gonna open up?
No, they dropped late yesterday that they're gonna open up. You can go out, watch the game with them. Bob and the gang gonna be there. New wing order, dropping wings in the kitchen. Go get you a bourbon slush.
Yes,
Be careful, because that thing will put you on your ass on a Sunday afternoon.
Man, it might put some up in your ass if you get to drink a couple of them.
Easter Sunday.
It's Easter Sunday, man. Chris, talk to him for me, Chris.
Sunday. Hold on. It is Easter Sunday. Keep in mind, it's also 420, man. Later on today after the game, I'm trying to see who the most high, Jesus or me, man. I'm telling you, it's going down. It's going down for 420.
Staying liquor without an ounce of hope this afternoon. That's exactly what he's doing.
Out of pocket.
Is it Jesus or me? Who is the most high today, man? On the day, time such as this, man. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
I think our internet just went out just because Jesus said
smoking the devil's lettuce on the Lord's day, boy.
On the holy day, man. I saw somebody earlier. They were smoking through a chocolate bunny. He said, "This is how you celebrate 420 on Easter."
Oh my God, chocolate bunnies and some. Oh man,
I'm going to see Sinners on the Lord's day, man. What you talking? We finna watch some Black Vampires, man. We ain't finna play with y'all today, man.
Oh,
we're not finna play with y'all.
Hey man, we got 10 minutes to tip, man. What we want to do? Are we doing predictions at all? What are we doing here? Are we doing any predictions?
Fun.
Do we care?
A fun time. I don't care about it. Hey, I don't care, man. I don't care. I'm heading all business, man. I don't give a damn, man.
Is it cool to like? I feel that way too. Like I'm like, I don't really care what happens, man. If they win, phenomenal. If they don't, man, come on, man. It's all good here, man.
I will say this: since I completed my Grizzlies 3D Lego fake off-brand Lego puzzle, we have not lost a game. Hey, we are 1-0. We are 1-0 with the Lego man.
You know where that thing came from, right, Chris? That man stole that. It was a giveaway for one of the watch parties. That man stole it.
I said, they ain't gonna get this one.
Coned out, man. God, dog.
All right, so starting five just dropped: Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Scottie Pippen Jr., Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey.
Yeah,
it sounds right.
Do it.
You got to do it. I mean, Scottie is I think off the bench, one of the bench guys, a guy that can come in and impact the game on defensive end of the floor. I do think it is interesting to me. How are they going to deal with the minutes with Ja together with SGP? I can't even say the name. Scottie Pippen Jr. and then getting Ja off the floor with Scottie Pippen Jr. on the floor. Like, you just got to figure it out. Who's going to step up? Is it going to be Vince? Is it going to be Luke? Is it going to be Jitty?
Mm-hmm.
Who's it going to be?
Mhm.
Man, I don't need my ugly face on this whole thing. Man.
Hey, I'm over here playing executive producer of this whole.
Bro,
I'm playing with buttons over here. I'm
scared
over
the
here
hell
pushing buttons.
my camera
Hey.
almost broke, man. Don't do that. No.
Look, man, I was going through my box the other day and I found this. This is from the
Hey, bro,
playoff
we
series
don't,
with the
man.
Thunders back in the day.
Oh.
We don't bluff around it. This is from a round 1, game 4, 2014. Yeah, 2014. We're going to bring in some of that energy today, man. And like you said, it's going to be a fun game, a fun series regardless. We're playing with house money at this point, right? Because we survived another abysmal season. So just go play, man. Have fun, be jaw, and let it roll, man.
Man,
Hey,
get this Brunson
Hey,
baby.
man, hey, it's all good, bro. We having fun, man. We rocking our team regardless, bro. Get your ass on. Whoever you is, bro.
Get out of here, man.
I don't care about all that, bro. We having fun, man. Exactly. I ain't even know Golden State had fans for 2015. Nope. Real shit. Hey, let's do this right here. Last 2 minutes of the game. Let's talk about guys as far as whether we'll see real minutes from them tonight, and we'll do this later on for other games in the series. When I say real minutes, I say minutes outside of blowout or garbage time minutes. Luke Kennard, do you think he plays today?
I don't think he does.
No.
I think he gets defensively. He gets crushed out there.
I would take Lamar Stevens before I take Luke Kennard.
I'd play Lamar over him. Size, strength, physicality, quickness. Yep. Rebounding. You got to have rebounding on this thing, man. You got to have rebounding.
That's it, man. That's it, man.
My girl is fine as hell, laying in the bed right now. So there's only certain things I'm gonna say. But in the case that I didn't have a girl that was fine as hell lay beside me, I bet you I could get your hoe. But anyway, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. And I guarantee you my girl looks abundantly better than yours. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Anyway, so you said Luke Kennard, no, right?
No.
All right.
You got into the playoffs without him. Why would you play him?
Yeah. Lamar Stevens, what's up?
I think he gets.
I think so. I think he fits this series because he's physical, he's big, he rebounds like Chris was saying. I know, Chris, you've been a big Lamar Stevens guy for a long time. That's your boy. Like, I think he plays. What about you?
I mean, I feel like you got to. I was kind of surprised he didn't get too much run. We got the dub and against the Mavericks, so I'm cool. But like with a team that's got all those switchable defenders, athletes that's running up and down the court, I'm cool with Jitty getting minutes because he showed that he can rebound, do different things like that. Yeah. But at any moment to where it's like he's looking overwhelmed with that ball moving around, SGA getting fouls, at the very least, you got a guy that's going to go out there and be physical with SGA. And in my mind, you got to make it tough for that dude. Let him get some bumps and bruises tonight. I don't need to see him just kind of gliding through the air with the moose. Oh, I said moose. Dude got me up here thinking about mooses.
Man.
With them ugly ass shoes, them boots that he be running out there with. No, I don't need to see that.
Boots shoes.
Yeah, you got to make it tough on him. So yeah, Lamar got to get some tick in my opinion.
Hey, I'm not mad at this right here either. I think he gave us good minutes the other night.
Yeah,
this guy Timo says play Bagley a little more. I ain't mad at that, bro. Like
I'd love to see.
He gave good minutes the other night. Yeah, I want to see Bagley on this team next year, bro. I don't give a damn what these nerds on Twitter talking about, bro. Dude has been productive his entire season. What is he a bust as the number 2 pick? Sure, but he has been a solid rotation player his entire NBA career. Injuries have killed him for sure. I get those type of things. He hasn't had a season where he's had more than 50 something 60 games in the season. But I think he can. That means he'll come here and he'll catch on. I would love to see Bagley back next season. And
he fits in that Brandon Clark role, and he's bigger than Brandon Clark. He's taller than BC. Rebounds at a high level.
He can shoot threes.
That's it. Yeah. Defense was he got lost a few times on defense this year. I'm gonna chalk that up to a new system and getting used to a new environment. But he's never played on a winning basketball team with a winning culture, right? Sacramento, Detroit. He's never been somewhere that could be good and actually win. I'm with you, man. Like, let's run it back. You can get him cheap. Run it back next year and let's see what you got when he's in a winning culture for a year.
Yep. Never doubt on a dude who's been that good his entire career, high school, college, all that, who has something to prove in the NBA. Never bet against a dude like that.
On a team that plays with a chip on their shoulder because they have something to prove. Like, he just fits this culture, and dudes like Ja and Dez and Jaren and Edie, who have been discounted their entire lives, can absolutely help that dude unlock his potential.
And he fit with Ja too. Like, a lot of time he ain't got much minutes with Ja since he been here, but the time that you see even last game, bro, like he gives Ja a lob threat. And Edie 7'5", but like outside of him, he don't have too many lob threats, especially with injuries going on. So throw him out there and see what he got. Give him some run for sure.
It's crazy. The only big that I've seen on this team that still is trying to figure out how to play with Ja is Jaren at this point. I'm like, man, we got to figure this out. We got to figure this out, man.
Yeah.
Like every big on this team plays amazing with Ja, except for Jaren, man.
except for Jared, right? I got another name, Vince Williams. Will we see Vince tonight?
Sit his ass on down, man. I'm sick of it.
I think
Like
too,
we
man.
can move
He's
on.
just been so bad, man.
It's been so
Hey,
bad.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't
Play
mad
Lamar
at it at
Stevens
all.
over Vince. If you're gonna give Vince minutes, give him to Lamar. I think Lamar gives you the hustle, the energy. He's big, he's a big body, and you know Oklahoma City is one of the most physical teams in the league with hand checks and getting in your face and the way they defend and get away with it. They're super physical, and I just don't know that Vince can play that right now.
Going
I'm
back
gonna
to
tell
your
you something.
conversation, real quick before I hopped on, you
Go
was
ahead,
talking about potentially like bringing in Kuminga or a guy like that. I was
Mhm.
talking to shout out to our guy Mason on Twitter yesterday about him.
Mhm.
I would love to see Jalen Wells get into that Vince Williams role next year, to where you don't have to
what
force
we
him.
wanted Vince to be. Yeah,
Exactly. So at that point, I ain't gonna lie, sorry Vince, but you know if a deal come on or whatever, that's just your spot. Get healthy or whatever you need. But
Man, we can yell a nasty her ass up out of here, man. You best believe that shit.
how you be in Memphis with bad haircuts? Him and my boy Gilly, I'm like, man, y'all got the choppingest fools in the country, and y'all
Man, they
go
can
with these
spray you
Fred
over there,
Sanford.
man.
Yeah, man, the spray, the powder, everything, and y'all come out here with these George Jefferson ass haircuts, bro. That's why he really sorry, because last year he got some VC. Y'all remember he came out there, he had the wristbands, braids, headband.
Man said he got some VC. He got some VC.
Looking slouchy as hell this year, and they playing sorry
with that baggy black T-shirt. Yeah, he's playing like it.
They might bought the special edition of 2K that came about 200,000 VC.
Look, he bought the $60 jump this year on Quad Pay.
Nah, he got the Christmas. He got the Black Friday jet on.
Come on,
bro.
Oh man. So Vince, I think Vince
out.
Blowout minutes if they blow out, which they're not going to blow anybody.
My boy, man,
they're not going to blow out OKC. Man, it's rough though. It's been a rough year.
Hey, they got Gigi at the house church praying for him right now, man. Gigi at the altar, man.
I mean, what do y'all think about Jitty though? I mean, I think Jitty gets some minutes, right?
I think he should play. He should play.
Absolutely.
He earned it.
He's earned it. I'll say it. He's earned it. I've been hard on Jitty, and rightfully so. But like, what does he do well? Defend and rebound, right? And he said it himself. Like, people don't know how to play him for me because I don't play. They don't know my style. But he goes out there and gives you those gritty minutes. You can put him on somebody. He's not going to be a revolving door. And you're going to look up. And somebody said earlier, Jitty's going to have 6-7 rebounds that you needed in big moments.
I do want to say, Jitty, chill out with that. Nobody knows how I play, bro. Come on, man.
I wonder why.
Hey, relax, bro.
Your own teammate didn't know who you was in summer league.
Yeah, that's it. That to me was it. That to me was it, Chris. When I heard that Jalen Wells got a picture, when he got a picture with Jitty at the beginning of the year,
like he was a fan,
and thought he was a fan, I was like,
"That's amazing." That's my favorite NBA story I've heard in a long time, was that he didn't recognize Jitty.
Yeah, Timo asked the question. He said, y'all think we cover this plus 13.5 spread? That's crazy.
I think so.
Man.
That's wild. It's down to 12.5. With the way the money came in, it moved it down a point. But that's a wild spread for the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. All right. We got a minute left of the game, boys. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Let's get it, man. Fuck it.
Man.
This was literally, we thought about doing this like literally an hour before we went live. So we might do this again. We might not.
Right.
That's kind of the beauty of Bluff City Media. We just come on when we come
just
on.
Be doing shit. You just be out there doing shit.
We're having fun, talking shit, having fun
sir.
on the Lord's Day. Anyways, guys, thank y'all, man. Let's get a good win tonight, man. Let's get a good win this afternoon.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Enjoy the game.